Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of the Benchviews Sports Show with myself, Joey, Niko, Carlos, and Chris.
Yeah, man.
Big weekend. Obviously, you know where we're going to start today.
Ooh.
The big clash from this evening. Liverpool versus Arsenal. Well, boys, I think the floor is yours, boys. You two take it from here.
Bro. You're the downer, so you speak, bro.
Pissed, fam. Pissed.
Talk us through it. What's your thoughts?
Bro, we let the game, we let them come into this, bro. We bottled it. Simple as that, we bottled it.
You hear that, folks?
We bottled it. But, like I said, this point, we'll see how effective it's going to be end of the season, whether it helps us win that league or whether...
That guy with them long teeth, bro. that striker with them long teeth, bro. Firmino, bro. He's annoying, man.
Chris,
Always, bro. He's got the most goals against us out of any player in history. You know that?
I see your leg twitching, so I know you want to elaborate further. Elaborate further.
Man. Bro, the subs were terrible. Xhaka went back to his old antics.
Yeah, that's what changed the game.
Getting sucked in to what? To Trent. Trent, bro. He ain't done nothing for a long time. He's done nothing,
we'll have to stop you there because Trent was superb in
Second half.
the second
bro.
half.
Yeah, he was great today, but that's because he let him.
Yeah.
If Martinelli would have carried on skinning him, that's it. Because he was skinning him in the first 20 minutes, and that's why we went ahead.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
Simple as, bro. Niko, did you not say it in a group chat?
What?
Target Trent.
Yeah, no,
That's what you kept on
Trent.
saying.
Like 4 times. I'm
You said
like,
that
bro,
4
why does
times.
this guy keep saying
But
that?
and the thing is, like in that game, Martinelli probably was the best player.
No, he was.
On field. Apart from Ramsdale, he was the best player, and he's obviously the left mid. So he got a goal and assist. There's a reason why he got the goal and assist.
You even saw Henderson having a word with Trent after that second goal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rightly so, to be fair. Rightly so.
And even then,
100% switched off.
sorry to cut you off, that sub, I wouldn't have taken off Jesus, I would have taken off Martinelli, because by the end of it, he was done. He was tired, bro.
Yeah.
Even saw that the last pass that he tried to play Saka, misplaced.
But I think even before that pass he made, I think even throughout the second half, I feel like he was diminishing anyway.
Yeah, he
Nah,
was.
you know
That's
what
what
it
I'm
was?
saying.
He was diminishing
done.
anyway in that
He
second
was
half for
done.
me. Yeah.
was
He
done,
just
so
gave everything
take
in the
him
first half for
I
me.
think it was game management. So a lot of times we could have killed the game and we could just hold on to that ball, take the sting out of it. Because again, we let them get hyped up. Like you saw Trent. I ain't seen Trent hype up the crowd in ages. Man's all hyping him up. Like he's like after that little incident with Xhaka, he was amped up for that, man. He was ready for it.
It was a match of two halves.
Most
That's what it was.
definitely. Most
Arsenal, obviously, you guys should have killed the game in the first half. That's what it was. And then second half, bro, it's Anfield. Do you know? It's like I said, like Christian said, it was that moment when Xhaka got involved with Trent. I got the crowd going, and in that like play, that's when this goal.
But do you know what it was? We had so many opportunities to actually like retain the ball, but again, Martinelli, a lot of times he'll get the ball and he'll try to run through three, 4 people. Just, you know what I mean?
It reminded me of last season when obviously Arteta and Klopp got into it on the sideline
Same thing,
previously. Before it was a similar situation that happened last season. They hacked up the crowd.
Bro,
You lot ended up losing the game, and then same thing happened today.
we're luckier we're a better team now. Because if that was the Arsenal from last season, we would have lost 4-2.
Do you know what? Do you know what it is? I think it's not the Liverpool of last season. That's why he didn't lose that game. If that was Liverpool from last season, you guys would have got smashed.
Bro, but it goes to show, like even getting a draw at Anfield is a big achievement. Man.
It is.
You saw City go this season and lose there.
It's definitely
Saw United
progress.
there.
It's definitely progress.
You know what happened to United.
But
I'm not even getting onto you, but
in saying that though, let's not deny the fact that you lot were super lucky to walk away with a point today.
100%. I wouldn't call it luck.
Definitely, it's definitely luck.
Why is it luck when Ramsdale was doing everything?
Because Salah missed the penalty for one.
That's not our fault. That's not luck.
Of course, well, how's it not luck? A
he missed one at Bournemouth as
penalty is
well, bro.
50-50. Penalty is 50-50. Of course, it's luck.
Yeah, if it's, I don't know, man. I don't agree, bro.
What
I don't
don't you
agree.
agree
Salah
about?
ain't the player that he was.
I get where Joey's coming from, but like you're lucky. Konate was the guy at the end.
You're lucky Konate wasn't.
It was like
Salah
Darwin
or
like
Darwin or
Salah.
someone else like that.
That's just life. That's just how it goes.
It's life.
That's just
The way
life.
the cookie crumbles, of course, but you can't tell me you weren't lucky to get away with a draw.
No, we weren't, because Ramsdale did everything in his power to keep the ball out the net more than twice.
Aren't you meant to be happy when you got the bucket hat on? Or
Nah, man.
Oh right, okay.
Because I went to the ports and came back with no fish.
You're bare tense, man. You're bare tense.
Yeah, bro.
Right, man. No, but do you know what? I think you guys are thinking it just at the moment. Like there's still quite a while to go.
Bro,
There is.
I don't know. This is go on.
Walking out from that game the way it went, that's a point It's 2 points drop, but in a way, like it's not the worst result you could feel.
This guy was screaming in my living room, bro.
But like I said,
Listen, I had to
see end of the season.
clench onto something.
Yeah.
we'll see the end of the season what that 1 point does for us, man. Because obviously, again, I think this is the first time Arteta might have got a bit.
Yeah,
Shook,
I was literally about to say that as well. I was literally about to bring that up on the sideline afterwards when
You
you
look nervous.
like you could see. I think his head was gone a little bit
Yeah,
there.
because that you
Final
take,
whistle, he was gone.
see Jesus, Odegaard, they can retain the ball for us. Like they're doing well to retain the ball for us. Took them two off. Kiwi, whatever his name is.
I don't even know. I was trying to ask his name earlier. I was like,
Kivio, bro.
Kiwior.
How do you not know this guy's name is on our team, bro?
He barely plays for us. Do you know what I mean? We got Jorginho on the bench.
His first contribution was to try and like clock, who was it, Firmino or something?
Yeah.
he
got rolled. Firmino rolled him.
Almost ended in a goal.
He got rolled.
Yeah, he got rolled hard.
And obviously, like I said, I've been saying it all the time, Ramsdale, man. Like if it's apart from him and Saka.
I'm not gonna lie, that save he made
Probably.
at the end, save of the season.
Yeah,
That's
but he
insane.
made
You're forgetting it.
Five
But
of
even
them.
the Nunez one.
Depends how it works out, but the way it's going, that's save of the season for me.
And the thing is, going back to the Salah penalty, we were all in my living room just calling it. He's gonna miss it. He's gonna miss it.
I mean, I called it. I did call it. I did call it. I thought he's
I
gonna
don't know
miss it.
why, but something
I
told me
I
as
felt it,
well.
I
That I
felt it
thought
as
he
well.
would actually.
I saw it in his eyes. He didn't comb his head that day as well. I could tell, bro.
Another thing was like just looking at both our scores with City, yeah. They take Haaland off, they bring Alvarez on. They take Kanji off, Ake comes on, take off Stones, Laporte comes on. With us, obviously don't want to take too much away from Holding, but the penalty, do you know what I mean? Little things like that. Again, you know they didn't score, but
Yeah,
Like,
it could
it's
have
just
been
that-
worse than
Could
what
have
it
been.
It's
was.
just-
This is my
just
point.
having,
Chris
you
is
know
trying to
what I mean,
argue
that
saying that you didn't get away. You got away with it today, man. Definitely got away with it today. Because do you know what as well I want to say is, yeah,
that game turned on us, by the way.
at 2-0, you did sit off. Arsenal did sit off slightly.
That was
You
the
did.
worst decision we made.
That you sat off. You should never have sat off. In my
Do you think
opinion.
that's the lack of experience from not?
No,
being
do you know what it is?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think it is.
Again, I'll go back to the Xhaka. As soon as that happened, Liverpool started pressing up
No,
even
that
higher.
Was, that was,
They
that
pushed
was a
up.
turning point. That was definitely a turning point. However, I do still believe that you lot sat off and thought, do you know what, we're gonna try and hold on to what we have. And really, that was not the play.
The thing
That
is-
was not the play.
Liverpool were there for the taking in the first
Yeah,
half. You
Oh,
could
that's what I'm
have
saying.
that was not the play.
And I think that's why we're so pissed is that this is a team that was there for the taking. We dominated for the first half hour. And again, I think just we gave them life, man.
Listen, the fact is, we need to go to the Etihad now and just hope for the best.
It's not even that, man. Every other game. It's not
Bro,
just
that-
Etihad,
Nah, bro.
man.
If we go to the Etihad and put a performance in and get something,
Yeah, but remember,
something, we can't lose. That's the only thing we
Yeah,
can't lose. Because I'm sure we'll go West Ham and win. Yeah.
Yeah, I said that to you. I
Like,
think
no,
you
no,
got
no
that.
disrespect to West Ham, but I'm sure we'll go there and do a job. You know what I'm saying? And to the other games we will as well. Newcastle as well is the other one that I'm looking at. I'm like,
What I would say is, I feel like if you lose to City at Etihad, you won't win at Newcastle. I think you're.
This is what I was saying to him in the car.
just because it's right after that City game. And I think the moment of just
you know
that
it is?
City won
It
that
goes
game,
back to last
It
season.
goes back to last season, yeah.
when we was battling with you lot top one and one result just took and then
Yeah,
it was done, man. But
And I'm not gonna lie, a part of me says the turning point for Arsenal may have been today. It may have been today because, like I said a minute ago, Arteta looked dejected on the side at the final whistle. He looked dejected. I'm not gonna lie. It looked like he just like his whole shoulder just shrunk. I just took him to the ground and he was like he knew this was a pivotal moment in the title race for sure. So, in saying that,
I think if we won this game, the Prem was 80% us. I think right now it's 40 because you can't.
do you know
count
what?
out City ever.
It's because you know it's City. That's the thing. Like City gonna be looking a little right now at Arsenal's result against Liverpool today.
Doing the Ronaldinho and the AC
Yeah,
Nah, bro, but I'm telling you that it's not over. I know it's not over.
Nah, it's not over.
It's not, but it's just.
like I said, it's
it
just
feels like it is.
Yeah, because we should have.
We should
They'll
have
definitely
buried
take
these,
it.
man. Really and truly, with that first half, we would have carried on the momentum. We should have buried them, bro.
Next week, who is it? FA Cup for Man City next weekend, or am I? I don't really know.
In the Champions League midweek.
No,
and
they
then-
midweek, but I'm saying like for the next weekend.
Probably, I don't know. We're not in that.
I don't care.
no, they're playing
We don't
Sunday.
care,
They're playing
bruv.
Sunday.
We don't care, bro.
They're playing Leicester on Sunday.
Oh, and you lot play Saturday.
No, Saturday playing Leicester on Saturday. I must.
And then we got West Ham
No,
on
you're
Sunday.
right. Saturday. So I think City play first.
Yeah.
And if they win that
Sunday.
game,
Yeah.
that's more pressure on top of
That's
Arsenal
3
to win
points.
that game in the evening.
Bro,
So I know you guys
it's
got
fixed,
5:30
man.
kickoff.
It's fixed.
Is it Leicester away? Is it Leicester? No, wait. Is it
Leicester
West Ham away? Isn't it?
Yeah, yeah, West Ham away.
But in saying that, before we move on from obviously Arsenal, I want to ask you lot as well. Yeah, as Arsenal fans, like, what did you think of Arteta's in-game decisions today?
Terrible, bro.
Was that him showing
Not
his
terrible.
Was that showing his inexperience though, or
Yeah,
do you
of
think?
course, man. But this was always gonna happen. There's always gonna have these games where he's gonna make these mistakes, but he'll come back and learn from it, which we have seen, to be fair.
Yeah.
So I don't think he'll make many of these mistakes going on into the rest of the season.
Yeah, I don't know. If
You don't think so? I
I
mean,
doubt it, bro.
now it's getting crucial. What makes you think that he's not gonna? You know what I'm saying?
Because I've seen it, bro. Every time he makes a bad decision, he comes back and he rectifies it and he doesn't make them decisions again.
Yeah, but remember, this is a pivotal moment in the season now where it's high stakes now. Everything's under a magnifying glass. Everything means something at this
Just
point.
get holding out my squad, bro. I love you and everything, man, but just get out, man.
I think you guys need to avoid any sort of injury and suspensions because your first 11 is quality. Like on the field, they're amazing. But when you saw Holding, he was an issue. He was not really the starting 11. And then Arteta brought off Odegaard and Gabriel Jesus.
That's what I was gonna say.
And then do you know what I mean? Then that starting 11,
I don't know if you
didn't do much either.
He wanted to lock up.
But one of the
It just didn't
players.
work.
But I'll be honest though, I get why he took off Odegaard because defensively, what's Odegaard really gonna do for you?
Nah, he was lost as well.
Do you get what I'm saying?
I kind of
It's
saw
like-
Odegaard a bit lost, bro. Like he was playing
Jesus,
some
bro.
amazing passes. as well.
Jesus, the playmaker, bro. Even though he's up front.
Jesus was doing.
I'm surprised that he had a very good.
I don't think
Then
anyone
again,
has
I
come
think
off though.
Jesus might still be struggling for match fitness. Not struggling for match fitness, but is he ready to play a full 90 yet? Especially in that intensity, I'm not sure. So I get why he made them decisions. To be
To
honest,
see.
What about Liverpool though, bro? They're fucking
before
dead that game.
Yeah.
Like Trent, this guy got exposed again. Van Dijk, he was playing
Bro,
horrible.
you got-
How'd you get exposed that much and then just get the courage out of what?
He didn't really get exposed. That it was the first half, and then they all protected him. They played him centre mid. They had
Yeah,
Konate,
but-
but they played when they weren't in possession. Konate was basically playing right back.
It worked though.
But
Of
then
course
again,
not, they protected him.
Then Jesus go, the guy's just chilling behind it, having a Sunday roast, like behind Van Dijk. Exactly. And Van Dijk didn't even know he was there. Nah, man.
Chilling by the ports.
But
Van Dijk best in the world hype.
Nah, no, I don't think anyone's saying it now, but he was a couple seasons ago.
My best in the world kind of comparisons is your Rios, your John Terrys.
Yeah, of course.
People that have done
let's-
it. People that have done it for 5 years plus.
Yeah, I get it, but let's talk about now though. In the now, everyone was saying it, bro.
Not now.
now.
About 2 years. About 2 years ago.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
he
they're
was
right.
the guy. Like we can't go around and say like he didn't do what he done.
He did. However, but I thought it was
Longevity.
too soon to everyone to be given these type of plaudits.
You want longevity, is what you're saying.
Of course, you can't be getting that kind of shout from someone that's been around for 2 years, 3 years
It's been longer than
at
that.
that level, playing at that level.
Well, you got to remember, as soon as he changed that Liverpool squad, as soon as he
he
stepped in,
was a part of the change. He was a massive part of the change. However, people were overhyping him after 2 seasons. Do you get what I mean? Anyway, the Dutch boys. What's his name? What's his name?
Gakpo.
No, the old school boys.
what?
Forgot his name. The legend. Van Basten and that. Sorry, Van Basten. And that. They were even saying it on national TV last week as well. And they were like,
he's got too ahead of himself.
Yeah, he's just
chilling now.
So
I hear it, man.
Maybe
When a
the
legend
injury,
says
maybe the
something,
injury just set him back a few steps as well. Like, I mean, he's not really
maybe.
as quick as he was before. You know what I mean? He doesn't go into challenge the way he does as well. You saw Martinelli's goal. He just almost went past him.
Bro, even in the first couple of minutes of the game, when Martinelli, he literally took the ball down the touchline. Bro, he was by himself.
Yeah.
He was literally open, like to do whatever he wanted to, bro. And he didn't get closed down, and he just skipped straight past him.
But what do you think of Liverpool now, though? Where do you think?
Nah,
They're
that's
just
what
hit
what
and
did they
miss,
do
bro.
now?
They're just hit and miss.
it's just the Anfield effect, bro. They're probably are they playing away next game?
I don't know, bro.
If they are, they'll probably lose. I'll be real.
But I'm saying that's been Liverpool season. That first half,
Inconsistency, yeah.
that's Liverpool, and then same.
I was saying to Chris as well, like they don't even press the same.
Yeah.
They don't press the same. Like they're just it's just
That is very
it's
true.
weird. It's weird to watch them to play, to be honest, nowadays. It's weird.
Wow.
Not the same
Who they
machine
play,
that it
honestly?
once was. But to segue over into obviously the City game, obviously they went away to Southampton and won 4-1. City have really kicked into gear now, boys. I think this is the City we've been waiting for the last 3 months or so. We said, in January, the City are gonna click now, but we're waiting. I think they finally arrived now. If it's fair to say, Jack Grealish has been superb for City since the World Cup. Probably been their best player. Obviously Haaland scoring them 2 brilliant goals as well.
Oh, it's boring, man.
Because you know what you're going to get from them. That's why.
Man.
You know
Like,
what
every week I'm just hoping. I'm like, are they gonna lose? They're gonna lose, and no,
I don't
obviously
see
not.
it.
What am I thinking? No, they're not gonna lose.
So who wants to get their thoughts on this one? Go on, Niko. I'll give you the floor for this one.
KDB 100 assists in Premier League, man.
Shout out to him.
He's quickest
Shout
as well.
out to him. Quickest as well. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's big respect there, man. He's doing his thing, and I can't lie. If I was an Arsenal fan, I'd be wanting City to go probably all the way in the Champions League to the final.
Oh, 100%.
Just because, if they exit that Champions League, them players are gonna get rests every single weekend, the same way you guys.
They're gonna feel it.
Huh?
They got Bayern in it. They got Bayern.
I don't think they will.
They will gonna feel it.
I don't think they got the squad depth there to
It don't
withstand
matter.
it.
They're not gonna rotate as much. I guarantee it. Bro, it's Bayern. They're not. It's not. It's not.
Pep's been
Bro, it's not
rotating,
Benfica,
bro.
bro.
Pep's
It
been
doesn't
rotating,
matter,
bro.
man.
Pep's been rotating.
Nah, I don't see them rotating that much against a top team like Bayern, bro. I don't see it.
Bayern have been hit and miss this season as well. Let's
Yeah,
not get it
but
twisted. They ain't been
Tuchel,
flying
though.
the way they
They're still
usually
a giant,
fly.
bro. They're still a giant.
Of course,
You
they're
need to
still a
play them.
giant. They're still a giant. That's not a debate. But I'm saying you got to take into account their form as well. It's
Yeah,
not
100%.
not just their name as well. You got to take into account their form. And do I think City have the squad to maintain both charges? Most definitely,
Yeah,
I do think they
100%,
do. I do think they can.
But like I said, I see them rotating more in the Prem to accommodate the Champions League.
Nah,
I swear to you,
I don't think so.
I don't think Pep
I
will
don't
try
think
and
so.
the
Yeah, I
squad
don't
Prem
think
like
so.
that.
Pep wants a
Maybe
Champions
the FA
League.
Cup because they got Sheffield United next in the semis. So maybe then that's when they'll rotate.
Just deep what I'm saying, bro. Just deep what I'm saying, bro. Like, there will be some changes.
No, there will be, but it won't be like a drastic change like that. It won't be like something crazy. Haaland's always gonna play. KDB's always gonna play. Their centre backs probably now the way they've established themselves.
Or Stones don't even play in the defence anymore.
Stones
don't play the-
Start centre mid.
Yeah.
Start
Playing
centre
in
mid.
centre mid now.
How? For what? What's he doing there?
That's a Pep type thing. That's a Pep type move. He
As
does
I've
it.
said before, when you have the players that can play to your system, it all just works. It works. It works. It works. That's what I'm saying. Everyone says style of play, this, that, and other. Certain managers, this, that, and the other. But if you give a manager the
I don't
players
think
he
he'll
wants,
do that against us though.
You know, there's one not trying to take away from C or divert to ourselves, but the one manager that did that over the years was Fergie. He changed players they could be like a right back, and then they'll put him into
Convert
centre
him
back,
into
centre
something
mid,
else,
or right mid, and then they'll still perform the way they perform.
and he had utility players like Wes Brown and
what I'm saying,
John
like
O'Shea that could
Fletcher,
John
John
O'Shea,
O'Shea.
that guy
Dennis
plays every
Owen,
position.
plays like that, can just do whatever.
I don't like that team.
Pep's that type of guy to have players like that you can just play wherever they want.
Come on, man. He been João Cancelo, and look, everything's still working fine. Come on, it goes to show. But in saying that as well, I want to clear up something as well. There's a lot of talk about City are a better team without Haaland in it, and I think that's the biggest bag of bogus
How
I've
can you
ever
be a
heard.
better team with a bloody Android up front? Doesn't make sense.
I don't think it
but-
makes a difference
That's
regardless.
AI, bro.
No,
100%.
people, but I don't think it makes a difference because
Yeah.
obviously they have a system and it works. But people, a lot of people in the media, especially, have said things like City are better without Haaland in the team. They work better with Haaland out in the team. I think that's the biggest bag of bogus because for me, what did City bring Haaland in to do? What's Haaland's job coming into the team to do? To score goals,
That's
right?
what he needs to do.
What's he doing? Scoring goals, and he's smashing records whilst he's doing
Was it
it.
30 and 29?
Yeah, and he's
No,
got
what
what?
a
And
joke.
he's got what? 45 in total.
Yeah, all comps.
All comp 45. Like, bro, that's ridiculous numbers, and he's still got 10 games to play. Not even including the other cup games as well. Like,
I only missed like a couple games.
yeah. So, I wanted to just clear up that notion about Haaland City being worse without Haaland in the team because I just think that's just
Yeah, it's bogus,
one of the dumbest things I've ever heard.
It's
To
a
be honest.
headline, bro. I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's actually some poor crap narrative. But obviously, in saying that as well, before we move on from obviously City as well, because we spoke about it as well. What do we think about this John Stones, Rodri and not Guardiola and Gundogan system that's midfield free?
Yeah, it works,
It's a
man.
weird one because I think they start off in a 3-4-3 in it, so they're just rotating, man. They're always rotating.
It gives them a different tactical, what can I say? Tactical rotation, you could say.
Yeah.
As well, whenever they want, if they're seeing something ain't working, they could just switch their formation to whatever they want it to be, bro. And that's it, bro.
See, always been that type of team though, where they just manage to switch up any time in the season, whatever formation is. But even before that, we were saying that they would never get a consistent 11.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? Remember we were saying that's when they would not really getting results.
they're just good, bro. Them man are
You know,
just
they're
good,
just
bro.
tactically flexible, man. So even within the game, man, they can just switch it up. They're so flexible within that system.
Oh boy.
Do we think we're gonna see other people try and copy and try and put centre backs into centre midfield now and stuff like that?
Is
Or,
there anyone good enough to do that, bro?
I mean,
That's the question. What manager can do that?
I wouldn't be surprised if I see Pep try to do that. I mean,
Oh, what are you gonna say,
not
Ten
Pep, Arteta try to do that now.
Ten Hag done that.
Yeah, Ten Hag's done it, Lindelof.
Or then he tried to put McTominay.
But he put Lindelof as more of a DM though, innit?
Huh?
He put him in DM, innit?
Lindelof. Yeah, he put him in DM. It worked. But, no, man. Do you not reckon City can go win every game now to the
How many
season?
games
I don't think anyone's
now?
going to win
They
the
got
game.
a few
Every
games.
game now to the
I'll
end.
be honest, I don't see City losing the game to the end.
I don't see him losing.
I don't
Yeah,
see
I
him
agree with
losing
that.
But bro, everyone was saying this earlier on in the season, bro, and they've slipped up.
Yeah, but they're on the roll right now. Like
They got last 10 games now. 9 games, whatever they
bro,
got.
what was it? 27, 6.
There's a
Bro,
lot of football to play, you know. They still
31 goals in 8 games.
they're
in
still in the
Premier League.
Champions League, bro, and the further they get into the Champions League, the more games they're gonna play. All right, cool. It's a different kettle of fish because it is City, but trust me, it will take a toll.
Like I said,
It
we
will
just
take
got
a
to do
toll.
our thing, man. Just do our thing. We've got to stop looking at City.
Right now, bro.
Got to stop looking at them.
We have to. What do you
Nah,
mean?
you can't, man.
You can't not look
That's-
at them.
that's
Nah,
City.
man. We just
That's
got
the
no, but we
chance,
of course, but
Nah, that's a
we've
stupid.
got to do our thing.
Yeah.
No, of course.
It can't
And
be,
I agree
oh,
with you.
we-
One game at a
you know
time.
what I
I
mean?
agree with you. So
The
that's
thing
one
is,
game
if
at a
we
time.
if we do our thing and we miraculously win every game to the end of the season, the league's ours.
But that includes City. That's obviously.
bum time.
Yeah, obviously I know that includes City. That's why I said if we win every game until the end of the season, we won the
Obviously,
league.
you're top, bro.
That's it.
Yeah.
Squeaky bum time, man. I can't.
Yeah, I'm panicking, boys.
I can tell.
I'm fully panicking.
I can tell.
Yeah. You guys don't look as euphoric today as you guys did
Listen,
last
I've
week.
been saying, listen, one game at a time.
Chris has been
2
quiet.
points dropped.
Yeah.
Chris has been quiet.
Like I said, man. Hopefully, my boy Ramsdale will lead us to that title now, man.
Can you imagine?
I'll go give Ramsdale his flowers though. Today was superb.
England's number one, bro.
He was superb
Take
today.
him in.
I'll give him his flowers. But let's move on as well. Obviously to the top 4 race. I mean, it's getting interesting. Isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It's getting very interesting. We'll start off with Spurs. Obviously, controversial game for some, not to me personally, but to some.
You were there, innit? So you know
Yeah.
first
So
hand.
for me, obviously Spurs ran out 2-1 winners. Do I think Spurs deserve to win the game? No. But in football, as we know, we've been following a long time. The team that usually plays the best doesn't always end up winning the game.
Yep.
As we know. So that's just one of them things yesterday. Do you know what I mean?
Good game,
obviously.
though, competitive.
Very good game, and it was a good game to watch. Brighton are a proper good side,
Yeah,
man.
bro.
I got to give them their flowers. Brighton are a proper footballing side. I got to give De Zerbi his credit as well. Obviously, he's felt a type of way that Christian Cellini still thinks that it's Potter's team, but aye, bro, fair
It is
enough,
though,
innit? I mean,
That's a different Brighton team now, man.
you think though?
As in,
I don't see
obviously same
much
players.
differences. I don't see much differences between this team and Potter's team. To be fair,
Potter used to play with the wing backs. That's the thing.
He likes
and
playing.
Zerbi
I think he's
doesn't do
got
that.
2 inverted 10s in that.
and he's also got both wingers up high as
But
well.
it's just his forwards. Like they're always just like interchanging every game. Like you.
And look, but he's got Danny Welbeck still kicking ball. Like,
Yeah,
You
well,
got-
you
I
look
think
23
he got robbed
Yeah.
of that goal, man. But like you said, he hit off his hip and on his hand. I only saw the hip.
Well,
in it.
Matoma.
No, when Webber took that strike and then it bounced off McAllister.
Oh yeah. No, but bro, we're gonna get into it now. But as I said, obviously, him and Son scored his 100th Premier League goal yesterday. Shout out to him. As typical Son style curler from
That was a
outside the
quality
box.
goal. Yeah.
That shot has some swaz on it.
Literally, as soon as he hit it,
bro.
as soon as he hit it, bro, like that 4 people around me said that's a goal straight away. Like, as soon as he hit it, like yeah, went into the corner. Like yeah, shout out to him. Harry Kane got the winner.
Of course.
No surprise there. But obviously, let's get into the main talking points of that game. Obviously, a lot of controversial decisions to talk about. Anyone want to set us off, and then obviously I'll intervene and give my thoughts.
You lot got lucky. I think not just in the style of the way the game went, but I mean in terms of refereeing decisions. I mean the referee association, what they called PGMOL, they issued an apology today.
Another one.
Another one. And the thing is, like, that can't keep going, man. Though, like, let's be honest. Like, especially like this is such a big result in the top 4 race, and that's Brighton's chance as well. I think of top 4 gone as well. You got to think about it. Like, that's not just Tottenham benefiting, but if Brighton won this, I reckon they would have gone above you eventually, because that would have been 3 points behind you.
It could have happened. It could have happened. Yeah, it could have happened. It could have.
So
It still can. It's
Yeah,
done.
Brighton
still
in
can,
Europe.
don't get
It
me
still
wrong,
can.
of
It's not
course.
even done.
That's a big night out on the seafront, you know.
Where
Brighton in Europe.
Oh yeah, that'd be mad.
Oh,
But man, and then the Matoma penalty, that should have been a pen.
I'll intervene in this bit. That's the only decision I think they outright got wrong. That was the clear and obvious error.
But the thing
about
like-
the
the thing
However, the handballs, nah.
it wasn't
me,
clear
nah.
though. It wasn't clear like that. Like it wasn't like.
Which one are you referring to? The McAllister one or the Matoma one?
both, I would even say. Like,
The
even the
Matoma
Mitoma one, it looked like he come off like here.
Bro, the Matoma one, he's used like literally. And when I tell you, this happened on my side of the ground where I'm sitting. So literally, as soon as he's taken a touch, he's used his arm here and the sleeve. The ball's hit the Premier League badge.
Oh no, yeah, that one was clear.
And he's helped it control. He helped it control it. So for me, literally, as soon as he did it, the whole ground went handball straight away. The whole ground went it. And then obviously Alan Shearer, like he's being biased because obviously he knows Newcastle under it now as well. He's like, oh, how can the linesman see that? That's handball from there. Like, what do you mean, bro? The whole flipping ground saw it, and the whole flipping ground screamed at it as soon as it happened. So exactly. So you're trying to tell me, how can the linesman see that? The linesman's right there, and he's looking right across at it. Mate, that's how he saw it. What the hell? And the whole ground saw it too. Like, you're just being biased now, fella. But
calm down.
no, because I watched the match today yesterday, and he was getting bare irate about it, and it was pissing me off because it's like, bro, you're just being mad biased, and Danny Murphy's intervening. Like, oh,
I don't think
agree with him.
it weren't just like those big decisions though. They were all decisions that sort of like the referee was making. It wasn't really. I'm not saying it was obviously one sided, but the way it looked, Spurs were getting a lot going their way. I watched that game as well, and that looked a bit.
I don't know. I feel like it's a narrative, isn't it? It's a bit of a narrative because obviously when you have some indecisions kind of go in your favour, it's like automatically it's like, oh, the ref's giving it to him, and it's like it's building a narrative, innit? And I get it. Brighton were done awfully wrong with that penalty. That's the only one I think. But the other handballs are very subjective. They're both subjective for me. But yeah, in regards to that, Spurs back in the hunt for top four.
You lot take that.
Let's cook, guys.
Let's cook. What you don't wanna say your part on the game
is real, not really.
Fair enough.
Man. Not much to say, man. You lot just got away with it. Brighton again. That's not the first time they've been done like that either.
You're right.
All I want to say is Brighton. I'm rooting for them a bit. I can't lie, man. They're a good team.
Yeah, I think everyone is.
They're a good team to watch as well, man. I'll be honest. But let me just say this as well. Let's not forget the Champions League final in 2019 with Sissoko. I'm not gonna say no more.
Let go, bro.
Never. I'm never letting that go, bro.
It's like you told me to let go when with the Arsenal one, bro.
What Arsenal one? Which one?
Barcelona.
Yeah.
Oh no. You gotta charge that one, man. You gotta charge that one. It's a bit different. But
not everyone here can win a Champions League, can they?
Oh, no.
There we go. Anyways, moving on.
It is moving on. Anyway, it's a perfect segue to your team.
Thank you.
Man United 2-0 against Everton. Talk us through it, brother.
Just dominate that game, man. I'm surprised Sean Dyche approached that game in the way he did. Like him playing that high line with those statues at the back. Because Rashford, Anthony, they were just running ragged against those guys. I couldn't believe it because I know Sean Dyche isn't the type of manager to get tactics like that wrong. I would expect him to come and sit a little bit deep and probably hit us on the counter. I don't even know what he was playing at, but we'll take it. And Rashford could be out injured. I don't know for how long. Probably 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
He's orange on my fantasy, mate. So yeah. I'm starting to struggle a little bit. You know what I mean?
But no, I mean Martial's back. At least we got someone clinical up top, unlike Fuego, and someone with a bit of pace up top as well.
Can I just say, doesn't Martial stress you? Not because of the guy. The talent's there for everyone to see, and how great he can be when he does play. But the inconsistency when it comes to injuries and form and whether he just doesn't. I mean, whether he's up for it or not. Like
there was a few fans saying that it was kind of like the perfect time for him to come back from injury, and it's good they got injured before because we know he's always gonna pick up an injury a season, right? Everyone knows that, even if you're not United fan, you know
10 games a season.
Yeah, exactly. It's so frustrating because he's so good that it's just annoying.
But then when he does play, he can bag a goal and he can create a lot of stuff. And even when he doesn't score assists, he still affects the game in a positive way for United. And him coming back right now at the perfect time. Rashford could be back for 3 weeks, I said. Now, but Martial's back. So it's not like it's the worst thing. We need Garnacho back soon. Apparently he's going to come back in a week or two as well.
I like that kid,
Yeah.
He's good, bro.
So like a lot of people saying that Eriksen's been missing Casemiro, but we've been missing Garnacho. Like he's been chipping in a lot in the games.
Yeah.
If you think
Bro,
about
he's been quality, bro.
But he's not really a star.
he's not a star, but for an 18-year-old, like he still gets the business done.
When are we gonna have an intervention about Anthony?
Oh, that guy needs to leave.
No, he didn't play bad that game.
Support him.
Them 2 chances.
Well, there was one one-on-one.
The 2 1-on-1s.
Yeah, you should have put that away. I can't lie.
I said to you in the group chat yesterday, Dan James probably scores at least one of those.
Huh?
Dan James probably scores one of those.
But what I would say is though, like he's a young player. He's only 21. Like he's still got potential, and he shows potential.
You know what I'm about to say, innit? That's
Say
a
it.
Villa Beyblade.
Oh,
was
The
funny.
thing, like, if you look at he's shown potential. You're going like he's played bad all season. He hasn't.
No, I wouldn't say that.
Like, he
but
scored against. He's played amazing against you. What happened to like Zinchenko? He had Zinchenko on ropes that game. Scored a goal in the Barcelona game at home. He scored a winner.
But what else though?
No, he's pretty.
he's a one trick pony.
That's it, bro.
Yeah.
But you can't. That's the thing. This is what I'm not going to be too mad.
That's
It's
it.
because that left foot when you cut in, you when people like there's this famous saying like you fear someone who has been practicing one move for 10 years rather than someone who practiced many moves for 10 years because that one move they can do, they'll master it.
But you know, I'll counter that argument. Yeah,
But he ain't no Robin or Salah, man.
No, but wait. I'll counter that argument.
Robin wasn't that good at 21, was he?
I mean,
He was good, but he
when
wasn't.
when
like
he
a
signed for
world
Chelsea,
beater.
how old was Robin when he signed for Chelsea? Like 23.
Yeah, he wasn't a world beater.
I'm
And then
talking
eventually
about the
time-
one
Still
move.
class,
The one
though. He was
move.
still class.
The one move. Talking about the one move.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But wait, let me counter that argument because for me, you're playing for Manchester United Football Club. You cost 90 to 100 million.
But that's the market, man.
No,
These days,
no,
it's,
no, no, no.
yeah,
That's just the benchmark that I'm starting with.
Okay.
If we're gonna compare, I now look at Saka and think as a right winger, that's the benchmark.
No, but
You can
Saka's
go
quality,
left,
though.
you can go right. You can shoot. You're predominantly left footed. And you have to cut in.
Yeah.
However, you can take it to the byline with your right foot and put the ball in.
Yeah.
He can't do that.
No, that doesn't mean though that players like that are always better than the other player though. Not saying Saka is. Saka
Saka's
is
better than him,
but Saka's probably the best right mid in Europe.
But
at
this
the
is my
moment.
point, though. This is the point that I'm
Yeah.
actually trying to make here.
Exactly.
Yeah,
The
for the
benchmark
amount
is
you
Saka
paid.
right now. That's the benchmark. So for me, if you
And he's got a long way to go to reach that.
No,
then,
he's
bro.
got a while to go,
you
but
get what I'm saying.
I'm not saying like you thinking about it, this is his first season at United.
Fair,
Like you said, he's got a big price tag. It's a lot to live up to.
fair.
That's why a lot of people are criticizing him.
Fair.
But that's the market we
Don't
live in
like
these
his
days.
energy, bro.
But
That's
overall,
fine.
his overall play for me is just
not that.
it's just not progressive. for
Too
me, like.
inconsistent, man.
Yeah.
That's the thing. That he needs to fix it up.
I reckon there's a player in it.
No, there's definitely a player in it. There's
Whether
definitely
he
a
can
player
get
in it.
out, that's the other question, bro. I don't know.
I don't know either, but I still got faith in him and I still will keep faith. And Ericsson's back now as well, which is quality news. Casemiro's back from suspension.
Sabitzer played really good today.
He played
Was it
yesterday.
Sorry.
Yeah, played amazing.
Yeah.
So
Very well.
we're getting the players that we've been missing. Marshall, like I said, back.
Would you take Sabitzer on a permanent?
I don't know, you know.
You don't, I will. I'll be honest.
I would, because he's a good squad player. Like he stepped in for these games that he's
Well,
playing.
isn't he? Wouldn't you think he's a step up from McTominay? Even though McTominay.
Oh yeah, of course. But that's the thing. Like, are we actually gonna try and buy him? Because I'm hearing Tuchel not buying. He wants to get everyone back from their loan spells and judge it from there. So who
What would
knows?
his price tag be? You know?
I'll give him a 20, 30 million.
Yeah, 30.
That's a steal, bro. I'll grab him.
It's a bit
Straight away.
good. It's a bit good. A big shout out to Harry Maguire. He's had his stick all season and even before that. But this game he played really good. He played our best player, one of our best players on the field, along with Bruno. And Bruno's stepped in for Casemiro at that CDM.
Yeah, he's been playing number 6.
Yeah,
playing
he's
from
been
deep.
doing it. But he's done the job. He
Played well yesterday as well.
got like a spreadsheet yesterday. He was playing amazing. So
It was all over the place. Yeah, it was good.
yeah,
So you sit fourth in the table currently as the time of recording. Where do you see yourselves in the next couple of weeks?
next couple of weeks,
Yeah.
I see, like I said, Newcastle. I see them dropping. We'll get into Newcastle soon, obviously. But
Let me ask you this: how many games you got at home to the end of the season? Do you know?
at home,
Ooh,
Yeah.
ooh, I like that. I like that.
our next away game is against Forest.
When?
Next one. In
Next game?
Next weekend, yeah.
Statman.
But I think we can win that. The last time we played them in the Carabao, popped them 4-1.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think we can beat Forest. The one that sticks out to me, but this is a while to go, is Spurs away. But you don't know.
Midweek as well.
Yeah. But we tend to beat Spurs either way. So like, I don't know.
Got to have Rashford back for that one.
Bro, you got 4 away games coming up, yeah? And you got one at
4
home
and 4 away.
against Villa.
No, home and Villa, yeah.
That's it. So you got Forest away, then Spurs away. Then you got Villa at home. That's a big game.
But then they got Villa as well.
We got Villa away.
You got Villa away as
Yeah, but
well.
you got 4 games away
Newcastle
out
got
of the next 5. That's what I'm saying.
Next 5.
Yeah,
But then we'll have
But the thing is,
away games.
yeah, I know. But they got Casemiro back now and Ericsson. So
Don't matter though.
it looks much better.
Bro, you
now.
got to go Brighton. Woo!
that Brighton game is gonna be tough.
Yeah, you got to
And
go
then again, they
Brighton.
got 2 weeks without
Yeah,
weeks
but
possibly about Rashford as well.
No, I hear what you're
Where's
saying.
the goal's gonna come from? Really?
I'm not wishing on your downfall, but I'm just letting you know
am.
you're playing away.
But
I don't really
on-
care, man. I'm worried about City. I don't care about these, man.
But on paper, Arsenal and Newcastle have harder fixtures.
That's a yellow card for you, by the way. Continue. Sir.
Yeah, you guys have like the formal. Newcastle got lucky to get away with a result yesterday as well.
Perfect segue. Do you agree with that statement?
Come again.
Do you think Newcastle were lucky to get away with that result yesterday? They got away with it. So they 1-2-1, obviously.
To be fair, that Isak goal was a thunderbolt.
But that's why they pay so much for him.
The Joe Linton goal, lucky. Little deflection. But
Tony missed the pen as
going
well.
Brentford and getting a win.
I think me and you are on the same page here.
Going Brentford and getting a win, not a lot of teams can do that. So the fact that they went there and did it.
No,
coming back from 1-0 down.
Exactly.
It shows a lot of willpower, a lot of strength. So I said last week, I don't think Newcastle are one to play with. I can't lie. The momentum they're carrying at the moment is just. I'm scared, bro. Genuinely scared.
You got to play them, no?
Yeah, we got them in 2 weeks.
See what I mean? This is the fixtures. You got to play Newcastle as well. Yeah, Newcastle got to play Arsenal. They got to play Villa as well away. So
they've got a mad away fixtures.
Yeah, they got a mad away fixtures as well.
I reckon they beat Villa away. And they beat you, man.
I don't know. This Emery Villa's a different kettle of fish,
cooking,
you know.
Man. I know. It's true.
Also, you think we'll lose, but them two will win. I see an agenda here, but all right.
Garcia, what do you think of Newcastle's win yesterday?
I was surprised, you know, because when I saw Brentford took the lead,
and Ivan Toney missed the penalty as well.
That's what I'm saying.
Worse,
2-0 Brentford win that. In my point of view, they can.
But it's just it's the change of tactics as well. Like they benched Wilson, they brought him on, they brought Gordon on, Anthony Gordon.
They played Isak and Callum Wilson together, and it worked.
And again, like I just said a minute ago, the price tag that they pay for Isak, he's paying off.
Yeah,
that goal, that was a top draw goal, man. Sort of similar to Harry Kane's one.
Yeah.
Like the money's worth. Like, and the good thing about it is the way their recruitment as well, man.
They've recruited well because they ain't even splashed cash yet. Really,
that's what I'm saying.
They haven't. It's been very moderate. So.
Bro, the way they're being run right now is sensational, bro. They're being really well put together.
I like the boy Isak.
Yeah,
he's good.
I still think Newcastle will drop points. I don't think they'll.
This is the thing, man. Everyone's gonna drop points. I guarantee it. No team in the top 4 will go unbeaten until the end of the season.
I know that Spurs are definitely gonna drop points. That's a given. That's a given.
Newcastle,
Premier League, bro. They're saying
Newcastle. They will.
But out of the 3 chasing, the current 3, obviously Newcastle, Spurs, and United. I reckon Newcastle probably gonna be the ones that are gonna drop the least points. For me, in my opinion. Just based on momentum, I think they've got so much momentum with them right now. Obviously, especially when they got a few away games. But
you're forgetting Newcastle were dropping points before, and then out of nowhere they just picked up. They're just firing all cylinders now.
Who? What? Newcastle?
Yeah,
because they had a dropping form, didn't they?
Yeah, now they just picked up again.
Yeah, exactly. That's my point.
I'm saying Villa and Brighton are out of it now. They're just looking for Europa League.
Yeah. I reckon Villa will get. I reckon Emery will get the Europa League for them.
That'd be big for them.
Like I said, Brentford and Brighton dropping points. That's what helped them boost up. So
that's the thing. Remember, there's only 5th, 6th, 7th.
I think home and away forms can show a lot for the top 4 chasing teams.
Yeah.
What do you reckon? Brentford can get into that Conference League spot?
I think Liverpool will take one of the European spots.
Yeah, I reckon Liverpool might take.
They got 2 games in hand still, or is it 1 now?
1.
One, yeah.
United and Newcastle got 1 game above, 1 game in hand above you lot. So if they win that, that's 6 points adrift.
Brighton still got 2 games to play, bro.
Yeah.
Brighton still got 2 games to play to catch up. It's all looking mad.
Yeah. It's tight.
This Prem's amazing.
Yeah,
I'm loving it.
It's tight still. Can't lie. Man. But in saying that as well, obviously we're going to move on to obviously the relegation battle. Is it a relegation battle? I don't know. One team is Chelsea is just on the...
Them man are on a joke thing, bro.
They're
so bunch of jokers.
They're not even safe from relegation right now. They're on 39 points. You know the benchmark is 40.
It's like Lampard. He didn't learn nothing. Bro. Lampard didn't learn nothing.
No, but let's just say one thing though. Shout out to Wolves because that goal was sublime.
Yes,
man. That goal was sublime, and that's worthy of winning any football match. So
that's probably the worst bounce back manager result.
That's what I'm saying. He hasn't learned nothing. He's literally the same Lampard as the same.
Bro, you know what?
Unorganized, bro.
I wonder what his team talks are like. They must be the most boring.
I don't think his team talks are that. I just don't think Lampard's just not an elite manager. I don't think he's not an elite manager. I don't think.
Do you reckon he's got that charisma though?
Do you know what I don't know how factual this is. If you don't know, this is the internet, innit? But I saw apparently there's a picture of James Corden and Todd Bowley having dinner.
Yeah.
Apparently, James Corden convinced Todd Bowley James Corden to get Frank Lampard as an interim
Don't talk
manager.
like that.
I'm not saying it's true.
I saw that,
But there's a picture of Frank.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
they're in the stands,
yeah.
Stamford Bridge, innit?
Yeah.
I think it's a case of.
What,
I
Joe?
think it's a case of Todd Bowley's getting quite a bit of stick from the Chelsea fans now, and obviously we know he's quite prevalent on Twitter. He's very active on Twitter. He goes into Chelsea Twitter spaces and he's very observant of what they say and what they think and that.
He does that. He does that a lot. I know.
Yeah.
Wait,
So
but it isn't just Frank back in it. They bought
Ashley
Terry
Cole.
and
Ashley
Terry.
Cole is the assistant.
Yeah.
And I think what Ted Bowley's trying to do is he's trying to keep the Chelsea fans on side. So I think what can I do to kind of get them off my back right now, and that would be to employ a club legend who the fans will adhere to.
Bro, I think he's already thinking about what manager he's bringing in
I
the summer.
all got told today by one of my Chelsea mates. You're saying that flipping Poch got interviewed for the job.
Oh, is it?
My God.
Yeah,
That's just an interview, don't it?
That's an
Bro,
exclusive.
to be honest,
That's a BV Sports Show exclusive, by the way.
I reckon Poch will do a lot with that squad.
Imagine Poch at Chelsea.
Big role. Big
Oof.
role.
Oof.
Big role.
But then again, I think the leading candidate's not Nagelsmann for them
I agree.
coming into the season.
He
So-
seems like the way forward. He's like that new modern style type of manager where it's just
I think Lamps low-key thinks he can take this job, you know.
yeah, he would want to, of course.
He can't take that.
Can you imagine if he goes on to win the champs?
Well, I'm surprised, bro. That's what Chelsea
3-0
do.
over Real Madrid at home at Stamford Bridge. That'll be hilarious. I'll actually laugh. I'll fully laugh and I'll be like, I told you so, because I've been saying this for the last couple of weeks.
I'll be honest, mate. You got to have the football gods with you to beat Real Madrid in the Champions League, mate. I tell you that. for
Don
free.
Carlo, I don't think Don Carlo will allow himself to be
Ancelotti.
outwitted by
Yeah,
Lamps. You know?
Ancelotti just raises his eyebrow and then everything just.
But do you know? It's just the fact that Lampard's there. That's why I don't think he'll get Champions League with them.
Nah, I don't think so.
What's the
This
football
isn't
they're
a
playing,
Roberto
bro?
Di
It's
Matteo.
football.
This isn't a Roberto Di Matteo. It's not.
Bro.
It's not that kind of party.
No one saw that one coming. No one will see this one coming, and it will happen. Like, it was just
Nah, they ain't beating Real Madrid in 2 legs.
And
Bro.
then Aubameyang, man, came back. He actually played.
Yeah, he played.
he played.
Yeah,
played,
Aubameyang
yeah,
played,
yeah.
Oh, Oba.
Didn't
What do you do? Come off the
nothing.
bench?
What
He came off
throwback?
the bench, yeah.
That's a throwback right there.
Saying your boy.
Nah.
They're just goal shy, man. They haven't scored again.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying, man. The way they set up, man. They got like 6 players all cramped in. They got Gallagher all running through. They're taking each other's spaces, bro.
You know Havertz and Felix, where they both start. They're both like similar type players, aren't they? Like they.
I don't understand why they keep paying Havertz through the middle. It irks me that they keep doing that. And people will only bring it up and say, "Oh, but he scored goals in big games." It's like he's not a goal scorer though.
Yeah.
He's not a goal scorer. And that's
What position does he play? What would you say his position
It
is?
was like a 10.
I don't even know.
I think it was a
He's not
10.
really a 10.
He's not
is
really
he?
a 10 either though. That's the
I think
thing.
coming like playing as that sort of second striker.
Yeah,
10
second
role.
striker inside forward, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, but
Bro, they're 11th in the league.
Yeah, they're not getting Europe at all.
Yeah, no.
11th, bro.
They get enough. Their
bro,
season's done,
my
man.
boy,
So happy.
my mate was telling me earlier. He's like, "Listen, I've wrote off the season. The season's over."
Yeah.
Like,
However,
they're,
Oh, no, of course.
they're on their holidays.
If my team was
they're on their
11th, I
holiday.
wouldn't care. I wouldn't even watch the
Yeah,
game.
it's done, man.
but the last time Chelsea finished outside of European sport, the next season, you know what happened? They won the league. They got Conte in.
Yeah, cheers for that, Niko. Anyway, let's move on.
You never know.
Nah, bro. I just there's something about Chelsea that I just detest, bro.
Yeah.
I can't stand that team. I genuinely can't stand it, bro.
Yeah.
And it just annoys me that I know that if they get something right and they get the right manager in, it's just gonna take off.
Yeah, of
and
course,
it's just gonna annoy me.
They got the money there, man.
Another debate I was having as well today, funnily enough. It was a big Chelsea debate I was having earlier, to be fair, football today. Obviously, with the Roman Abramovich era, Chelsea's kind of, not philosophy, such because the philosophy's way of playing and stuff like that, but the whole method system was sacking managers until success,
All
sacking
short-term,
managers,
yeah.
success short term, and it was working for them over the last 20 years, right? Factual information.
yeah.
So, if I was to ask one of you boys now, what is Chelsea's footballing philosophy? Could you give me an answer?
No, they're
Vibes and
rebuilding.
inshallah.
They're rebuilding. Oh, footballing or the whole.
Bar the first Mourinho stint and the Ancelotti / Conte eras, mini eras. What would you say Chelsea's philosophy is? Obviously, with Arsenal, you know, it's playing attacking, tiki-taka type style football. With Man United, it's attacking football, straight win by any means.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that comes down to manager, don't it?
No, of course, but at the same time, there's still club ethoses.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know why Spurs.
like a DNA.
Yeah, like I don't know why Spurs still think.
I don't think they have
Spurs'
one. I think-
agenda to play pressing football. Like, bro, we have one manager that did that and it worked. But other than that, we ain't. Tottenham haven't got an actual style or a Tottenham way. But a lot of clubs, like the heritage clubs, like United, Arsenal, Liverpool. They
forward,
got. Do you get what I'm saying? So what would be the question to ask you boys now is, have you ever distinguished Chelsea to have a philosophy or a style of play?
Nice. It's just win at all costs, man.
Win at all costs is probably the best answer we can come up with.
Win at all costs, because remember they changed so many managers. They actually haven't got a philosophy.
Bro, the philosophy is pay to play, bro. That's it, bro. Pay to play.
They just switch it up every time.
They are basically ultimate team, bro. That's what it comes down to.
They play in the moment. They don't play like looking forward, looking at the future. They play just in the moment, and whatever happens, and that's it.
So that poses the next question of, under the new regime, Todd Bowley regime, he's claimed that he wanted to back Potter and give him obviously a long-term project. Didn't come to fruition. In fact, almost 7 months. What do we think the next play is going to be for him?
It would
A striker.
Striker.
Players. I think it's got to be a defender, man.
Oh my God! Don't do that, bro.
Wait,
They got Nkuku coming next
Yeah,
season.
they got Nkuku coming too.
Lukaku's coming back.
They got so much players. Man.
Surely something has to be done.
You would even forget Raheem Sterling played for Chelsea.
That's what I'm saying.
Even though he started yesterday, but
I think a centre back. I think Thiago Silva. Koulibaly is not looking like
Koulibaly's
the man right
you
now.
know
The thing
what?
is, we all thought Koulibaly was going to be the guy.
Do you know what I found
Yeah,
out?
it was
as
at
well?
one point.
I found out today as well. Badia Shile's on 210 grand a week. Yeah. Thiago Silva's on 80 grand a week.
What? No way.
Madness, isn't it? Madness.
Numbers.
Chelsea's just in a. It's just a big.
The best players right now is there's two fullbacks, which is not good. That's not good news. Chilwell and Reece James.
Bro, they need a massive clear up. They need a massive clear out and restructure. That's what they need.
How can this is their restructure? The buying all these new players, buying all these young fresh players.
Then they need a restructure, bro, because this is not working at all.
Nah, it's gonna be a big summer for them, man.
That's what I'm saying. But like, what are they gonna do?
Another one.
Just gotta find out, innit?
Managers, they just gotta get manager and back him, bro.
How many big summers do you need?
Yeah. It looks chaotic. That's what it is.
Very chaotic.
The way they brought in so many players in the winter transfer window.
Well, didn't you hear that thing where apparently there's some players that had to get changed outside the change room?
That is shocking.
Yeah, that
Too many players. I didn't hear about that.
I think people like Mount. I can't remember who else.
I'm like PE class.
Mudryk, they had to apparently had to get changed outside the change room.
That's mental. I didn't hear that. Fuck it.
That is ridiculous. Kind of like PE Aloysius, bro. It don't work.
Gallagher as well. He probably needs to go as well. He's not lived up to the hype. He played good. For me, he's that type of player that performs well at the mid-table teams, but as a step up to a Premier League.
But you know the problem is that teams like Chelsea, where you haven't got no one really nurturing young talents as well. Obviously, Lamps was the closest one to that, but
done it with
even that, man, there's no one there to really nurture you.
Interesting.
Do you reckon you'll get the best out of Mount now? Again?
Well, obviously, Frank Lampard.
Yeah.
We all know Frank Lampard favours Mason Mount, so it remains to be seen, isn't it? They don't definitely give him running games.
What I'm saying is, in the first way around when he was there, he did get a good Mason Mount to come and play.
Well, he got him from Derby,
Yeah, exactly. But do you reckon he can get him to that level that he was playing at?
Yeah, he probably could.
If anyone can, you would think it would be Lampard, innit? So
I think Chelsea on the beach.
They're on the beach.
Yeah, I mean, they realistically they can't get a European spot. They're not.
So I'm saying they're gonna win it, bro. No one's listening to me.
They're gonna focus on Champions League. That's it. I think their sole focus.
That's all they can focus on, to be fair. But
mate, if they win it, I'm gonna be.
To conclude the final fixtures of the weekend, Bournemouth beat Leicester. Big 3 points for Bournemouth in the relegation battle for
Leicester
sure.
in the mud.
Leicester now second from bottom. It's not looking good. Obviously, Fulham surprise result. Well, it was a bit of a surprise for me anyway. Fulham losing to West Ham.
They're on the beach as well, isn't it, sort of.
Fulham. But they can still play for a Conference League spot.
last week, bro. But
they can still play for a Conference League spot. It's just that they clearly just
for vibes now.
Mitchell's out for how long?
Mitchell's killed them, yeah. Mitchell's
done
killed
that.
them. Another 7 weeks, but he come back for the last game of the season.
If they get a good striker, what could Fulham do next season? Do you see them carrying on this momentum?
They have got a good
They'll
striker.
stick with Mitchell. They'll stick with Mitchell.
No, but if they get another one, because like, look, bro, Mitchell's been out for how long? When we played them,
Bobby Reed, innit? Your boy.
Yeah. I think Fulham will finish like mid-season or like battle relegation next year again. I don't see them doing what they done this year. Yeah.
That's sad, man. I like Fulham, man.
Well, we reckon for West Ham, obviously. That's a big result for them yesterday.
Yeah.
They're lucky they got teams worse than them below.
This is scary now because we got them next week.
Yeah, they won away.
They got something to play for, so
This is what I'm saying.
They're stuck with Moyes.
But then again, that that game they played in last week was it midweek against Newcastle, but they were woeful though. Man. They can't come out and play like that again against Arsenal. Arsenal will annihilate them.
Yeah.
You think Moyes then stuck it on them after that and just said?
I think they know it themselves, man.
They knew themselves.
Stuck it on them and they got a 1-0.
Declan Rice come in and done an interview.
I reckon they're going to try to put performance against Arsenal.
Of course, man. They will.
And obviously they're back for relegation. I'm not saying they'll win, but they'll try and put a performance.
Teams like that,
bloody hope
they won't roll over like they did with
I don't
Newcastle.
think I'm putting any more predictions in.
And finally, obviously, Crystal Palace beat Leeds United 5-1 earlier on today.
That was a good game.
Yeah.
I watched it.
Legend Hodgson, man.
Hodgson got them
in the business.
See the stats with him and Vieira.
Yeah, this year that Roy's got more
his first 2 games, he's got more goals and points. And
maybe them Palace lot just needed a new voice in it. They need to, even though some of them that are they did hear that Roy Hodgson voice prior to him coming in, but
that's Vieira though, man. That's like
no, it doesn't make sense.
Big
Innit?
Vieira.
I don't get it.
Like Vieira, a lot of fans were saying Vieira when he was at Palace last year that he was actually tipped to become Arsenal manager at one point. You remember? Like that's what I said was
reactionary.
Yeah.
I mean, I still think that could be on the cards. Though.
Reactionary.
He's got a long way to go.
He's got a long way to go, of course.
No,
but
long way.
Everyone was saying this about Thierry a couple seasons ago.
Yeah, Thierry.
I mean, I don't
away from us.
I don't mean
like,
I don't.
No manager.
I don't think Thierry ever had a job bar Monaco that was like
he was in the States.
Assistant though, man. But I'm saying, other than the Monaco job, what significant job did he have that would have propelled him?
He's in the MLS now, no?
He was.
Mate, he's just a pundit now.
He's just a pundit.
That's terrible.
I think he's got to stick as a pundit.
He doesn't. I don't think he fancies it now. To be honest,
Still Gary Neville. You know you're not good at
managing.
managing. It's the punditry.
Tried it out. Didn't like it.
You know what I don't know? It's like a lot. Completely off topic Premier League, but a lot of like top world class players in the past are not really tend to be great managers like that. Like
you got Zidane. That's the only real one.
That's it.
I mean, Pep was a decent player in his time as well. But Pep's got Champions League, bro.
Think about company though. Look what he's done with Burnley.
Yeah, shout out to him. They've obviously got promotion. Welcome to the Premier League. You'll see next season.
I hate Burnley.
Yeah, I hate Burnley. I hate
but
Burnley.
it's because it was a Sean Dash. This Burnley is different though.
Nah, man, I just don't like that.
Burnley are Burnley, man. They're gonna be that team.
Have you been there?
You man, Burnley away. Don't do it. Don't waste your time.
Bro.
Don't waste your time. But yeah, boys, man. That's another weekend concluded on the BV Sports Show.
Covered everything,
yeah.
Yeah, man.
Hopefully positive ones next week. Positive vibes.
It's felt like a long episode today.
Yeah, it has been.
We got through quite a lot. To be fair,
been an hour.
It has been a long
It's a
episode.
lot, to be fair. So
Listen,
if you're still here, thank you for sticking with us, of course.
if you're still here.
That's the conclusion of episode of the Benchviews Sports Show.
Listen,
Myself, your host Joey. To my right, Niko.
Thank you very much.
To my left, Carlos Garcia, whatever you want to call him.
Put my whole government out.
Christian. Sorry, bro. Christian.
yeah.
DJC Fuego.
Get me. El Dorado coming up.
El Dorado next week. Be there or don't be there. Trust me, you heard it here first.
North London vibes.
Yeah,
North London vibes.
Listen, Leicester, please, bro. Leicester, please don't get relegated and get started next week. Please.
You might get that new manager bounce. Jesse March is coming most likely.
Don't care, just do it. I don't care.
I'm not having him. But thank you. Obviously, you know what to do. Like, comment, subscribe, share, all that good stuff. Comment as well. Don't comment in the group chats and talk to us in our group chats. We don't want to hear that. Put it in the comments and let's make a discussion in there. You know what I'm saying?
You hear that, Sebs?
Shout out to the audience in the studio today.
Shout out to Sebs in the building. Nah, that's it, boys. Thank you for coming. Or thank you for watching, I should say. See you again next week.